All right, pumpkins and cucumbers. We're also going to plant radishes and dill with them to keep away the pests. So with all my pots, I basically do the same thing. So flip you around, poked a couple of holes. You can see down in there, these are older seeds, so I did put 1 or 2 in each pocket. Same way with these guys, cucumbers down there in the holes. Okay, so I just put 4 holes, and now the radishes and the dill say to plant them 1/4 of an inch. Got lots of dill. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover these holes. I'm going to sprinkle some of these seeds, the radishes and the dill, on the top, and then I'm going to cover the entire top of both pots. Well, actually, there's 2 more outside too. So all 4 pots are going to be covered with vermiculite, and as it rains today, it'll rain them in, water them in. So I don't know if I have a spot. I no longer have a helper. So here, we're just going to cover them up just like this. Tuck them in here. Smooth the soil over them. Do the same thing to this guy. Okay. That's a big chunk. We don't need that in there. All right. And now, maybe I can sit you here. You can just barely see the pot there. Except for you're not going to sit. Sorry about that. Okay, so here we go. You should be able to sit there for a minute. So we're going to take some of these radishes, and I guess I'll use my dirty hand. And I don't know, I got probably 8 or 10 in there. And I'm just going to kind of sprinkle them around just everywhere. And what the radishes are going to do is, it's a soil cover. So they're going to grow up, they're going to have big leaves, and it's going to cover the soil. Now, let me flip you around, and you can see there's a radish seed. There's a radish seed. So you can see I just kind of sprinkled them all over the place. And now I'll put the dill on top. So let me get this other radish in here. And then I gotta go do the other ones too, because I got 2 more pots outside. Oops. That's kind of a bunch, but it's okay. We're just gonna sprinkle them everywhere. Kind of evenly disperse them so that they are everywhere. And with these, I'm not going to harvest the radishes. I'm just going to let them grow and let the greens be on them. And then the greens, I'll probably harvest some of the greens, but not too many of them. And then I'll just let the radishes be in there. And if I decide I need a radish, I can come harvest them. Otherwise, they'll just sit there and do their little radish thing. At the end of the year, you let them go into the soil. I'll just leave them in the soil, and they'll rot, and they will put more nutrients into the soil. Okay, how am I going to get this little guy open? We've got it taped up like Fort Knox because, as you've seen, there's seeds everywhere. And dill is a topsoil too. It's 1/4 of an inch is how you sow it. Now this dill I'm not going to be planting to harvest, although I probably will come out and take a couple of chunks of it off for like my egg salad or stuff like that. The hardest part is once you tape them, sometimes they don't want to open back up. So you can watch me struggle a minute while I try and figure out how to open this package to get to my dill seeds, which the tape is not wanting to let up. So we'll get the handy dandy scissors over here in my box, because I did have some scissors out here yesterday. And we'll just cut the tape. And I'll probably just end up going ahead and putting all these pretty little dill, maybe I can get into it now, into another package. Oh, no, maybe not. Okay. Here we go. Alright. And this dill is an older package too. I do have quite a few old seeds and packages. I usually do not overseed. I only seed what I need and then hope it works, and if not, then I come back and I put more seeds. So, but with this, we're doing it to keep the pests away. So dill is a pretty small seed. So let's see if I can show you. There's the little seeds, and I'm just gonna sprinkle them on there too. There you can see. Some of them are right next to the radishes. It's okay. They're just going to grow and keep the pests away. And that's what we want. Here, we will put one over there. Make sure I've got one just about everywhere. Cover all of the pot. I think that looks about good. So yeah, there we go. And that's what I do to all the pots. Then I'll come back. I will put some vermiculite over top of them. And then just let the rain water them in, because we're going to get scattered thunderstorms for the next couple of days. So I won't have to do anything more. I will take the spray bottle and mist the vermiculite just so that it does not blow away, because we do have 9-mile-an-hour winds. So I didn't get as many dill there. Probably have to put a couple more in my hand because I didn't put too many in there. Yep. And it looks like they're sprinkling out the bottom, so we're going to have more out here too. Okay, so we got a distribution there. Alright, let's tape this hole up, because we got holes on both sides of this thing. So we're just going to tuck this little guy in there and try and reuse the tape just to seal it a bit, because I got a hole down here where more dill seeds are coming up. So that one's definitely going to have to be put in a new envelope, because now I've got dill all over my tote here. Thank goodness that the tote lid was closed so that I didn't have to have surprise dill in my soil growing mysteriously. But anyway, that's it. So I hope that was fun for you. Thank you for watching. Remember, you are someone, you do matter. I love you. It's getting hot, so I got to go finish these pots, and then I'm going in to cool off and have some lunch. And you guys have a good day. Until next time, ciao now.